BBC Television presents...
Hancock.
Well, that's another book rattled off the old conveyor belt. Number 16 in the series. I'm a literary sensation, Sid.
Well, what's the masterpiece called this time then, Hancock?
Black Stoat, the last of the Celts, to be precise.
They're going to find out you're a phony, Hancock. You know it's only a matter of time.
I am not a phony. I was a druid medicine man in a previous life. These experiences are more real than the ones I'm living, Sid. You couldn't make up stories like these. People say they have the stamp of authenticity. The Druid Pipe of Peace, for example.
Yeah, but in your actual life, you're a plumber from East Cheam. The only pipes in your life now are copper ones from the water main.
You may laugh, Sydney, but there is a connection, because as the wise man of the tribe, Black Stoat used to tell his people exactly where they could find water. He could sniff it out, you see. These nostrils would flare, and he could sense where the smell was coming from.
So can your customers when you're trying to unblock their drains.
Very funny. You can mock if you like, but these books are nice little earners. I've already sold 4 million copies, and I could knock them out in a couple of weeks. I can earn 100 times as much as I can from plumbing. People are happy to believe I'm a medicine man and a Celt, so I'm happy to convince them I am.
Just be careful you don't get a taste of your own medicine, that's all. By the way, have you got anything for a septic toe, Mr. Medicine Man? I trod on a nail yesterday.
Very nasty, Sid. I can recommend amputation. I'll cut it off if you like. I'll get me Celtic sword.
No thanks, Tar. I'll go down the white man's doctor instead. He may not be very wise, but he hasn't got a flaming sword. So when's the next payment for my services as your literary agent arriving?
It's all about money to you, isn't it? Yes, in a couple of weeks, as soon as I receive the advance for this one. And you're not my literary agent. I'm simply bribing you to stop you telling everyone my true identity.
I read your books, don't I?
When was the last time you read one of my books, Sid James?
I read the first one. Black Stoat, Celtic Medicine Man.
You read the first page and told me you didn't understand it.
I've never lived in Celtic Britain.
Well, neither have I, but it doesn't stop me writing some very popular books about the place, does it?
There you are. You just admitted it. You are a fake.
I haven't been to Celtic Britain in this life, as I keep telling you, Sid. In The Curse of the Eagle Owl, I told readers how I'd fallen out of a fir tree in my garden in East Cheam, Surrey, while attempting to photograph an owl. It was then a shadowy figure came up to me and said I was reincarnation of Black Stoat, the last of the Celts, and by right as his successor, I am now officially last of the Celts.
Who was this shadowy man?
Turned out to be someone from the council come to slap a protection notice on the owls.
Remind me, why was your tribe called the Bluefeet, Hancock? Did they paint them blue or something with woad?
No, there were some very severe winters, Sid. They didn't have any socks at the time. They turned their feet blue. They were hardy folk, though, never complained. I was the one who invented socks, but by that time it was too late and the name stuck.
Hoo-ya chaka, hoo-ya chaka, hoo-ya chaka. That's American Indians, isn't it? Or Maoris?
No, that was definitely a Celtic chant, Sid. We're all related, American Indians or Maoris. We're all the indigenous people. They're all like us, blood brothers.
Yeah, but the Celts didn't used to ride horses, did they?
Of course we did. Shetland ponies. They were the electric cars of their day, Sid.
I've heard some people from Scotland, Wales and Ireland are making threats because you're pretending to be a Celt.
What do that lot know about being Celts? Us folk from the South Downs in Kent and Surrey were the first and the last Celts. We held out against the Roman invasion until the time of Queen Victoria, long after that lot had caved into the Romans. I'm officially the last genuine Celt.
You say you're a medicine man, but what have you managed to cure? You can't even cure yourself. You had a lousy cold last month.
I've cured lots of things. The cold went, didn't it? I cured you of insomnia last week, didn't I, Sid?
You got me drunk down the pub, that's all.
Yes, but I helped carry you home, didn't I? These are healing hands, these are.
Can I come in? I heard you say you've got healing hands. I could do with a pair of them. I'm looking for a handyman, you see.
I'm not a handyman. My hands are reserved for higher occupations.
Now, down to business. I need a washer fixing on my tap. You're a plumber, ain't you? I've heard you're very good. You're a pipe whisperer.
No, you've come to the wrong place. There are no plumbers here. Now, be a good chap and look one up in the yellow pages, will you?
Come on now, stop messing about. I've been told you are a plumber. I'm desperate. Couldn't you help me? There's a big drip in the bathroom.
Yes, and now there's a big drip in here and all.
Ooh, you have got a vicious tongue. You're supposed to be a nice man. What do you do if you're not a plumber? You don't mind me asking, do you? You're a man of mystery.
I am not a man of mystery. I am an open book, sir.
That's it, you're a writer, ain't you? Oh, I like books. I like a good read. Oh, look, there's a computer and a printer and what looks like a manuscript. Black stone, the last of the Celts, it says.
You've got to stop all this. You're getting very nosy. What I do is none of your business. Anyway, who are you? I haven't seen your face in East Sheen before.
What, me? I live nearby and I'm doing test and trace for the coronavirus.
Well, we haven't got coronavirus here. Where on earth do you come from?
Liverpool.
Then I suggest you look for a plumber or the coronavirus a little closer to home, my good man.
I just can't seem to get a plumber up there. They're a bit expensive, you see. It's only a small tap. I don't want to spend a lot of money. There's also a lot of coronavirus. I don't want to catch it, do I?
Well, I am not a plumber or a writer, so I'm afraid I can't help you. But I have got a job for you. See if you can track and trace your way back to Liverpool before I can get hold of you. That will be Hattie, my publisher, Sid. Come to pick up the new manuscript. Be on your best behaviour, will you?
Di-di-da-hoo-ha, who sos Louina dis?
Yes, indeed. Di-di-da-hoo-ha, who sos Louina dis to you too. And may the force be with you, Hattie.
That's Star Wars, isn't it, Blackstoat? The force be with you, I mean.
Yes, that's where the Star Wars lot got it from, Hattie. They knocked off most of the Celtic wieldom mythology and pretended it was something to do with outer space. Cultural appropriation, they'd call it.
Yes, I suppose that must be it. How are the 6 grandmothers doing then, Blackstoat?
The 6 grandmothers? Oh yes, Hattie, or shall I call you Moonfeather? The 6 grandmothers, I remember now. When did they make their first appearance? Remind me, Moonfeather.
The first appearance of the 6 grandmothers was in Chapter 3, page 96 of The Dance of the Ghost.
Of course they did. The grannies are doing very well. They're all getting on, of course. Senior citizens of the tribe and all that. They don't get out much nowadays, but they're coming over for Sunday lunch next week. It's a tribal elders gathering. Sid's making the tea. Aren't you, Sid?
I thought they were ghosts, Blackstoat.
Oh, those grandmothers. I don't know who the ones are coming over on Sunday. I shall have to check their authenticity. I can't have people pretending to people they're not after all. I pride myself on being 100% authentic, as you well know.
Of course you do, Blackstoat. People like you with sacred knowledge must be careful that they don't get overwhelmed by frauds and ne'er-do-wells. But do you have any news for me from the 6 grandmothers?
As a matter of fact, I do, Moonfeather. One of the 6 grannies told me that she had ascended the 39 steps to bring you this message. I am Barking Dog, the eldest of the grandmothers, and I bid greetings to you, Moonfeather. Dia-da-da, hoo-ha, hoo, sos, luena dis. She said they had a vision I wish to share with you. I see you on a black horse, riding across the downs in your Celtic plaid, chasing a wild bull, free as the wind. The bull charges. The horse rears.
Is that it? What happens next?
I don't know. You'll have to wait till they come next time, Hattie. That's all she said. She doesn't say much. I'll ask one of the others next time.
Oh yes, and that must be the new book you told me about. Blackstoat, The Last of the Celts. I can't wait to read it. Right, I'll rush this off to the press. Dia-da, hoo-ha, hoo, sos, Louina dis, Blackstoat.
Yes, sayonara, Moonfeather.
You've got Moonfeather eating out of your hand then, Hancock.
Yes, she's a lovely lady, Sid, and she gives me lots of ideas for the books too. She's quite an expert on the Celts, which is quite handy.
Are you sure she's not rewriting your books, Hancock?
Of course not. What a suggestion. She just corrects the spelling, that's all. Chucks in the odd bit of historical knowledge and knocks the whole thing into shape.
Yeah, that's what I said. She's rewriting your books, isn't she?
Can I come in? I'm a fan of Black Stout. He's here, isn't he? Can I have an autograph?
Who's that? There aren't any stouts here. I've got some chicken in the freezer. Perhaps you can smell that.
No, stop messing about. The writer Black Stout, you know, he's brilliant. He's an ancient Celt. He's you, isn't he? You don't look like a Celt. I hope you don't mind me saying that.
Brilliant, you say?
Yes, he's the best author in the world. I could give him a big hug and a kiss.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say that. I try, you know, an honest wordsmith. There's no one here by that name. Try the next village. I heard this black goat lives there.
No, it is you, isn't it? I've got someone who wants to meet you. The famous explorer and expert on everything Celtic, Colonel Percy Fawcett.
You've had it now, Hancock. He's the one that keeps saying you're a fraud and's been threatening to expose you, isn't he?
Mr. Hancock, pleased to meet you. Or shall I call you Black Stout, the Celtic impersonator?
No, sir. I'm Tony Aloysius Hancock, and I'm not Black Stout. He is.
No, I'm not. I'm Sir James.
No, you can't make a fool of me, Mr. Hancock. Your readers may believe you, poor dupes, but I'm a world expert. Percy Fawcett, you're a fraud. You're no more a Celt than Boris Johnson.
I'm not a Celt, but Sid is. He's even got a Celtic passport. It's got all those funny squiggles on it. You know, knots they call them. And he's got a kilt. He won't wear it because he's worried about his legs, afraid people might laugh.
My legs are fine. You leave me out of this, Hancock.
And I know you are. You're Sid James, his literary agent. You're as guilty as he is. What's the Celtic for caught with your pants down?
How the hell should I know? I don't know what sort of books you think I write, matey, but I don't have any of that sort of nonsense in mine.
Celtic for it is Cult Gans Agas Lavrek Lenki. If you were a Celt, you'd know that. That's always happening in Cornwall, for example.
Haven't you got any other indigenous people you'd like to annoy, mate? We've got rights, you know. I'm the last of my tribe. I'm a protected species.
You're just a plumber and not an indigenous person. You've got no rights. You haven't even got an MVQ. You're not ginger. Celts have red hair.
Yes, but Sid has red hair. You can't see it because it's gone a bit wispy. Most of it's gone down the sink. I know, because I'm a plumber. And if you don't watch it, mate, I'll belt you with my monkey wrench.
Come on, Mr. Fawcett. What will it take to make you go away? Hancock is just trying to earn a dishonest crust, and he's making a lot of people very happy.
I loathe every word he writes, but I wonder if you'll sign this book for my nephew. He's a big fan. I promised I'd find you.
Why, certainly. That's more like it.
That will do lovely. Yes, you signed Black Stout. That's proof. That's the court case sorted out.